think about Alpe Adria series?
This year I think there is a good improvement for the championship because the organization really tried to do the best, and I know the people there, they're trying to improve race by race, and now it's second race, so I think it has good future and start to be really competitive championship for all the Europe.
Do you treat these starts like learning on Superbike bike, or?
Yeah, for sure. It's my second season with the Superbike, and I race in the World Championship of Endurance. So I race with the Endurance bike here. So it's a little bit disadvantage, but I learned for Endurance, for become better on this bike, and to be more fast in Endurance.
Do you think you can promote on this series?
Well, I think so, because for me the target of course in the future is the Superbike Championship. So out of here we have good relation and good support from Bridgestone, and I'm the only rider in the Superbike class with the Bridgestone tires, but we're trying to improve and to do the best in the races and improve for next races.
I know that could be a difficult question for you, but you won Red Bull Rookies Cup, then you ride in one of the best Moto3 team, and what's happened? Do you feel too much pressure?
No, the problem basically was that I stayed with Moto3 until 2016, and already that time I was same big as now. I was too big for this bike, and when I jump on the Superbike the first race, I feel much more comfortable and faster immediately, because the Moto3 bike was so small and not power for me, so I struggle all the time. So it took me longer to change the bike, and was my mistake to don't jump on the big bike earlier. But yeah, now I feel good and I still have good speed and good potential.
You try in Moto2, I think one race. So
yeah, I did Moto2, but it's not the team for win or 4 points already. So I learned the bike. It's nice to ride Moto2. It's different style a little bit. You have to learn many new things. But for my riding style at the moment, I prefer the Superbike, and it's the best for me. I like the power and I like the riding, so I learned with this bike, and hopefully we'll ride this bike in the future.
Have you had some offers from Moto2 or better teams or Superbike?
In the World Championship it's difficult. You have offers, but you always need to bring a lot of money and a lot of sponsors. So at the moment it's not possible, but I have some good connections, as I said, in the Superbike Championship, and I have at the moment good team in Endurance. So definitely the target is there, and I believe that it's possible in the future to ride the championship of World Superbike.
So World Superbike is your goal?
Yeah, definitely is the goal, because as I said, the Moto2, even though you would be one of the best, you still need to bring a lot of money there, and that's here it's impossible to find this kind of money. But then with the Superbike Championship, all is a little bit cheaper, and you have more chances.
You start in endurance races. Some riders like it, and some riders talk that it's boring. What do you think about endurance?
Well, the championship in the last 2 years grew up so much. It has many good riders, from riders which ride MotoGP like Brock Park or Laverty or other riders, then winners of the championship Superbikes in Europe and other places in the world. So the championship is growing really fast. It's gonna have another 1 or 2 races in the next 2 years probably, and yeah, it's different. You of course need to have a good pace, keep the pace, and the race is so long, so you don't have to get tired, and you just need to keep going all the time, bring the bike to the next rider and do the job. But for me it was great, because last year I learned so much. You have so many laps on the bike, so you learn, and for me this was the best training.
What in your opinion differs your bike compared to Loris Bass BMW World Superbike?
Wow. We are racing in the Superbike class in EWC, but we have a completely standard engine, and it's because engine to last for 24 hours, for example. So it's not important to have the maximum power, but you need the engine which can do all the race. So the power is big difference, and we have quite good suspension, but we have basically standard swing arms, standard triple clamp. Everything is basically standard to make the bike last for a lot of time. And yeah, our bike is also maybe 20-30 kilo heavier, so it's also a big disadvantage.
Is it difficult to become a professional road racing driver in Czech Republic?
Well, if you don't have the money, then it's really difficult. Some riders have, of course, sponsors, money, then it's the other story. But like me, from normal family with mother and father working, it's not easy. But it's possible if you have good friends, good team, and if you show some speed and help to the team, then you have some advantage, I think.
Do you know any Polish riders?
Yeah, I know Pavel very good. We raced last year here and other tracks also. So today he has pole position. I'm just behind him, so I know
It will be exciting race.
Yeah, I look forward. Pavel knows this track very well. For me, second time, but yeah, I learn every lap. So we have good speed. The lap time today are quite fast. So we'll see in the race.
Yeah, Aki Ayo raced a lot of talented riders. Do you work? You work with him, and what do you think about work with him?
Honestly, it's a little bit different than it might seem. For me, it was great to actually come to factory team, but the problem was in 2014 when I come to a championship, the factory teams basically disappear because there was new rule. All the bikes have to be the same, so there was 12 other KTMs which were same like my bike, and also with my disadvantage with the weight and everything was already not like factory bike for me. So yeah, the team is good, they have very good mechanics. I learned a lot there, but the politics also are a little story there. So yeah, they helped me, I learned something, and it was good, but not for move forward for me.
Okay, thank you very much for
Thank
the
you.
interview, and I wish you racing in the World
very much.
Superbike.
Yeah, let's go.